Picture this. The world's most powerful currency hangs by a thread. Markets freeze. Phones and trading floors stop ringing. A silent panic rolls through Washington. Now the disturbing question, what if the global financial engine nearly stopped and almost no one noticed? Because it happened once. And if events had shifted just a little, the US dollar could have collapsed in real time. Today we're going back to the day the dollar almost died. The dollar didn't become the world's reserve currency through luck. It earned that spot through war recoveries, oil negotiations, deep capital markets, and one thing above all, trust. But every system has a breaking point. And in the late 1970s, early 1980s, trust in the dollar was evaporating. Inflation hit double digits. Gold spiked. Nations around the world started asking a dangerous question. Is the American dollar still safe? To understand the panic, imagine your phone battery suddenly dropping from 80% to 4%. Nothing changed on the surface, but now you're aware the entire system could shut down without warning. That's what the global economy felt like. So how does a currency die? Not with explosions. It dies through confidence loss. The moment people stop believing a dollar will still be worth $1 tomorrow, the fall begins. Think of a currency as a trust-powered engine. If everyone keeps their foot on the gas, it runs smooth. But once fear enters the system, people lift their foot, selling dollars, buying gold, parking money offshore. Suddenly the engine coughs, then sputters. In the 1970s, the United States had already cut the link between the dollar and gold. This gave policymakers flexibility, but also removed the anchor that calmed markets. Now the dollar floated freely, and like any ship without an anchor, it could drift into a storm. Interest rates soared, oil prices doubled. Foreign governments began shifting reserves away from the dollar. Confidence, the thing that once seemed endless, started draining. As reserves fell and inflation kept rising, the world edged closer to a terrifying possibility, a global run on the dollar. Then came the day everything nearly snapped. Traders saw the dollar drop like a stone. Foreign central banks hesitated to step in. For a few hours, the question wasn't theoretical anymore. Would the world's anchor currency finally break? Behind closed doors, US policymakers scrambled. Emergency meetings, urgent calls to foreign governments. Something had to be done. Enter Paul Volcker. He made a move no one thought possible. He pushed interest rates to heights that felt insane, levels that crushed borrowing, froze housing markets, and shocked the global system back into discipline. It was economic surgery without anesthesia, but it worked. The free fall stopped. Confidence returned. The dollar survived, but only barely. The near collapse left scars. Nations learned the dollar was not invincible. Global institutions quietly built backup plans, swap lines, reserve diversification, currency alliances. Oil producers adjusted. Europe accelerated its push toward a unified currency, partly to avoid relying so heavily on the dollar. And today, even as the dollar remains king, that old truth still hovers. It can fall. And when it shakes, the entire global economy shakes with it. The day the dollar almost died became the day the world realized how fragile the system really is. So what do we learn from the closest brush the dollar ever had with collapse? That reserve currencies don't die from weakness. They die from doubt. And once doubt takes hold, even giants can stumble. The dollar survived its crisis. But the forces that nearly killed it still exist. Inflation, mistrust, political tension, and global competition. The next time confidence slips, will the outcome be different? What do you think? Is the next dollar crisis already starting, or is the system stronger than it looks? Let me know in the comments.